Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nassrin and today I'm going to be adding this beautiful accent tile as a backsplash. Can you see how shiny it is? It's so pretty. It's going to go right here. It's going to look so beautiful. I'm excited. Sometimes it's not easy remodeling the entire bathroom. It can be a little overwhelming, but this will spice up any bathroom and it's simple. You just need to pick any mosaic tile of your choice and put it on with some thin set and grout. I'll show you right now. So the first thing I did was measure so I would know exactly how many tiles I would need. For this project, it looks like I'm only going to need 5 because I can actually cut these in half right here and use both sides. But you always want to buy a few extra just in case they're broken or chipped, because then you go back and there's none and they're never going to have them again. So they come in 1-foot square patterns and they're held together by a mesh back. Can you see it? You just cut them with scissors. And it fits up on the wall just like that. A little grout line on the top and the bottom, and bam! It's also a good idea to lay out your tiles first so you know how they're going to look and you can move them around if you need to. Notice these both have silver on them, and if you lay them side by side, they kind of just blend into each other. So I tried to space them out to really make them pop. Now I'm going to lay some tape down so I don't get thin set on the mirror. This is called frog tape. Works pretty good for painting, for anything. This backsplash is really going to spice up the bathroom. I'm going to be using the Mapei Type 1 tile adhesive. It's pre-mixed, so you don't have to worry about mixers, buckets, water, which is really nice. In my opinion, this is one of the quickest and easiest products you can use in decorative areas that aren't really going to get wet. First, I'm going to cut it straight so it'll fit up against the wall, and then I'll notch it out. Look at that beautiful clean cut. Now I'm going to use my wonderful combination square to measure this cut. What you do is loosen it up, put it up against the wall, and tighten it snug when you have your measurement. Now we have 7/8 of an inch, but we need to add our 1/8 inch grout line. So we're going to back it up 1/8 of an inch, which is 1 inch total, and we're going to tighten it down and put this on the tile. Now we're going to put it up against this bottom piece and mark our line. We're going to cut it right there. And you do the same thing to measure the cut going down. Right there. All right. This is actually so close to the edge that we're just going to cut this whole little piece off right here. Next, I'm going to cut this little notch out. We'll start there and then fix it up as we go. There it is. We're going to go check it out inside and see if we have to adjust anything. Oh yeah, looks like it fits pretty good. Now I'm ready to tile. I'm using a 1/8 by 1/8 square notch trowel. We're going to open up the tile adhesive. It's actually a pretty easy container to open compared to some of those containers. It's nice. So you want to get the tile adhesive with the flat side of the trowel, like this. Lay it on the wall. Just spread it out all over. I've been wanting to put a backsplash in here for a while. Actually, I want to remodel the whole bathroom. I have enough to lay a few down. Now I'm going to put the grooves in with the notch side of the trowel. And we're going to go up and down. We're going to go opposite of the way of the tile. So those are going that way, we're going up and down. Just put the extra thin set back in the bucket. We'll just reuse it. Now we're gonna put the lid on the bucket just to keep it moist in there. We're gonna lay our first piece. You just put it up against the wall and push it against the wall. Push it into the thin set. All right, looks good. I'm gonna wipe a little bit before I put my spacers in here, just so this stuff doesn't dry on there. All right, now for the next piece. We're gonna go up a little bit with this. Looks pretty good. Enough room for our spacers on top. Push it into the tile adhesive. Really good, don't forget. There, some of it comes out, we'll just wipe that off. Let's clean it up a little bit. Put our spacers in there. One more. Also, don't forget your spacers in between the tiles here. Wipe off the tile adhesive off the counter. I'm probably gonna have to put 2 spacers under the bottom because it's getting to where it bows in and it's thicker. Maybe just right there. Wow, that looks so nice. See how easy it is to spice up your bathroom? Anybody could do it. And this is gonna look like a fancy bathroom. It's a really good idea to have a bucket of water and a towel around so you can wipe off all the extra adhesive as you go. Because once it dries on, it's super hard to get off. I'm getting it done and it looks beautiful. We're gonna have plenty of this adhesive. Let's get it off the lid. Make sure we have our spacers in there just right. Alright, push it against the wall. Don't forget your spacers in between. Right here, and then push it together. There. It's easy to forget that you need those spacers. Tiling my days off. This is actually funner than being at work for sure. Even though this is work too. It's not as stressful to me as being a nurse. People's lives in your hands, it's pretty stressful. But it's always nice to help people, I love it. I was meant to be a nurse. Kind of messy. Alright, now for our grooves. The bigger the tile, the bigger the notch trowel you need. But since we're using little tile, we just have a small notch trowel. Alright. Looks beautiful, guys, beautiful. So what I did is take a whole spacer and cut it in half with the Dremel tool. These were too big. If one of your tiles chip, you can always cut it out and replace it with another piece. Just like this. And no one will ever know. And you can always get a toothpick and clean out the extra tile adhesive. Just clean it out from in there because you want to put your grout in there. You want that stuff out. Spacers in between. You always want to put the cut side towards the wall. And that's how we're going to lay this one. We're almost done. Almost done, and it looks amazing. All right, this is the last and final piece. Wow. It looks beautiful. It made this bathroom look a lot more modern. Now I'm gonna take the tape off, let it dry overnight, and grout tomorrow. I don't know why, but I love taking tape off. It's fun. Woo, it looks so pretty. Wow. All right, everything's completely dry. Now we're gonna take all these spacers out and wash any extra tile adhesive off with the washcloth. So I just finished working 3 12-hour shifts. I didn't get to grout till today, but it's almost done. If I didn't have to work, I could do this so much faster, but I gotta make a living somehow. That came out really pretty. Some of them are kind of stuck, but they'll come out. And we're just trying to wipe off any of that extra tile adhesive. It'll wipe right out. And if it doesn't, you can take your grout removal tool. And this thing works pretty good. See? Cleared it right out there. You just don't want it close to the edge because that's where you're gonna put your grout. You wanna be really careful when you're doing this so you don't chip the tile. I also have this little tool. I'm not sure what it's called, but it works really, really good to get that extra tile adhesive out. I've had this tool for a long time. I'm using the Mapei unsanded avalanche color grout, and I'm using unsanded because my grout lines are 1/8 of an inch, and I don't want it scratching up my accent tiles. Sanded grout could possibly scratch up the accent tiles. We're gonna add some grout and water. Now we're gonna put the spatula in the drill, tighten it up, ready to use. Mix it by the instructions on the bag. We're making it to a peanut butter consistency. This ball is so easy to use. It just kind of mixes all in there. So it says to let it sit for 5 minutes. And while I'm waiting, I'm gonna eat my delicious 7-layer bar. These are so good. You guys should check out my cooking channel at Nassrins Kitchen. I have delicious recipes like this one. Now I gotta mix this for 1 more minute. You guys didn't know that I also have a cooking channel, did you? And I love to cook. And I love sweets and desserts. Now you get your ball and squeeze it out. Squeeze all that mud out of there. Look at how creamy that looks. Yeah, that looks nice. So I mixed it to a peanut butter consistency, and I'm gonna get my rubber grout float and get some grout on there. Put it on the tile. And you want to work it in up and down and side to side. You need to get it all the way to the bottom there. Just fill in all the grooves. You want to work it in really, really good. You want to go up and down, side to side. Make sure you get it in those grooves really good because you don't want it cracking on you later. Look at how pretty it looks. That avalanche color matches it perfect. This is actually fun. I really enjoy doing this part. All right, we're almost done. Sometimes I just can't believe I'm doing this myself. Once it dries about 15 minutes, I'm gonna get my grouting sponge, put it in some water, wring it out really, really good. And we'll start cleaning off the excess grout. You wanna clean it off up and down, side to side, just like grouting. Let's get that stuff out of the way. And then wring it out. Squeeze, and then start cleaning it off. Don't worry about the haze it leaves. We're gonna come back later and clean it off some more. I let it sit for about 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna take this dry microfiber towel and wipe the haze off. It comes off pretty easy with this towel. So I let the grout dry, and I'm going to be using this Aqua Mix grout sealer, which is for sanded and unsanded grout. I put some tape on the top and bottom so I wouldn't get the grout sealer on there. And now I'm just going to fill my applicator bottles. Just to shake it really good first. It's kind of a milky white, but it does dry clear, so you don't have to worry about that. And this stuff works really good. It keeps it from getting mildew on it. It makes it shiny. Get the sealer and apply it to the grout line. And you want to wipe off any that lands on the towel within 5 minutes because it will leave a residue. And it's really hard to get off once it's on there. And I use a wet washcloth to do that. I'm all done, and it was super simple to do. Anyone can do it, and it makes your bathroom look amazing. And guys, I really love to hear comments that I inspire you because I'm a normal person just like you. I'm a nurse, I work 40+ hours a week, and I still manage to make my houses look beautiful. I'm learning new things every day like you should too. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. See you on the next video. Love you guys, and hit the like button.